All right, these are the second part of the joints note, so it keeps going with your notes on joints. So I have these two pictures right here. We got highlighted areas on them, and we'll look at those specifically. Okay, so let's take a look at some important terms. Articulation. Articulation is the action or manner in which bones/parts come together at a joint. Articulation is the action or manner in which bones/parts come together at a joint. Articular cartilage is also called hyaline cartilage. Hyaline cartilage covers the condyles to cushion the joint. Articular cartilage, also known as hyaline cartilage, it covers the condyles to cushion the joint. I've got that highlighted purple, and I'll show you that in a minute. Elastic cartilage. Elastic cartilage is found in the ear, epiglottis, upper respiratory tract, and it provides support. Elastic cartilage is found in places like the ear, epiglottis, upper respiratory tract, and it provides support. Fibrocartilage. Fibrocartilage, you can find it in intervertebral discs and the pubic symphysis. This is the strongest type of cartilage that provides support, rigidity, and cushioning to parts of the body. So fibrocartilage is found in intravertebral discs and the pubic symphysis. It's the strongest type of cartilage that provides support, rigidity, and cushioning to parts of the body. Ligament provides stability. It attaches bone to bone and helps hold bones in place. A ligament provides stability. It attaches bone to bone and helps hold bones in place. Tendon helps to allow for movement, and it attaches muscle to bone. Tendon allows for movement, and it attaches muscle to bone. Synovial fluid is an oily fluid that helps to lubricate our joints. Synovial fluid is an oily fluid that helps to lubricate our joints. The condyle. Condyles are rounded ends of the bone. Condyles articulate with another bone. A condyle is a rounded end of the bone. It articulates with another bone. Tubercles, tuberosities. Both of these mean the same thing, tubercles or tuberosities. They are rounded prominences on a bone where muscles or ligaments attach. The tubercle or tuberosities are the rounded prominences on the bone where muscles or ligaments attach. And trochanter. Trochanter is specific tubercle on the femur. So trochanters are protuberances on the femur where muscles attach. Trochanters are protuberances on the femur where muscles attach. All right, so articular cartilage, I've got that highlighted purple, and so I took my purple highlighter and I highlighted this area right here. So when we did our long bone dissection, that was the cartilage that was on the proximal epiphysis of that long bone. So it was on that from what we saw. So it was on the bone. It was the really soft, smooth tissue that was on the bone. So it's not something that really sticks up off of it. Ligament, bone to bone. So we have patellar ligament, ACL. If you've ever torn your ACL, it's attaching bone to bone right here. Posterior cruciate ligament. Here's another ligament that goes this way, and we'll look at those ligaments a little bit more, I'm pretty sure, in HBS. Here's another example of a ligament attaching bone to bone. Tendon is muscle to bone. So here's a picture of a tendon for the quadriceps muscle attaching muscle to bone. And these are supposed to be pink, so I got that's messed up. Those are tendon right there. I just highlighted the wrong color. Don't do the same thing I did. But you can see muscle to bone right here, muscle to bone, so it's attaching it. Synovial fluid is going to be in that synovial cavity, that oily fluid. And there is a membrane that helps to kind of enclose that cavity right there. So here's our joint cavity that would be filled with synovial fluid. Alright, hang on. Alright, so here is the humerus. This would be the head of the humerus right here. But then we have these little bumps. Bump right here. It's hard to see that. I wish I could make that a little bit. Get a little bit of shine there. Okay, so we have these bumps right here on that humerus, and these would be tubercles on the humerus, so points of attachment. On our femur, so here is the femur. We have the femoral head right here, so this is the femoral head region, and this is the trochanter region. So these are bumps that are points of attachment, greater and lesser trochanters. And so that's why that's the trochanteric region, is because these bumps would be points of attachment. So this would be an example of condyles on the femur. And then here's our humerus. Whoops. So these bumps right here are the condyles of the humerus. So those rounded protuberances on the end of the bone.